Okay, I guess today's video I want to do something special. I started Whispersoft 3 years ago. It's about 3 years and a month ago, but we'll just call it 3 years ago. And these are the things I've learned from the journey from 3 years ago until today with creating a YouTube channel, and some of the practices that work best and things I've noticed that help grow the channel, especially in an ASMR setting, I think particularly, but I imagine this would work for any channel. So I started the channel, and I think the biggest thing for the beginners is to do it and do it now with whatever you have. When I started this channel, I just had a MacBook Pro that I used for writing. It was something for other things, and it had just this cheap little computer camera on there that was horrible quality, but it's all I had. And so for the first year, that's all I used, is just that laptop. I'd record it on the laptop, I'd edit the videos with iMovie right there on the laptop and do everything. But nowadays, I think it's a lot easier. I'll get to that in a second. So to just get it and get the videos up there, that was the biggest thing, to be putting out videos, and just as many as you can, get in front of the camera, get used to it, start communicating with people and trying to figure it out, and just make your videos and do you. Eventually I moved to using a phone instead of the laptop for videos, and I've always thought about getting a Canon camera or something, but I haven't been able to justify the price even to this day, when I use an iPhone, and I really like it. I think it does everything I need it to do, and it makes it super easy for uploading, and I have an editor right on my phone if I want to. If I do, I can export it to my computer if I got to do more editing, get a little more serious. But for the most part, I can shoot a video and just put it into my phone's editor and chop it up and edit it how I want, and then upload it directly. One of the biggest things that I've found has helped my video is I bought a lighting kit. I found a cheap one online, and then just bought a set of lights, and I think that is a huge difference in the quality of the video. In fact, watch this. This is the video without a lighting kit, and I don't know if you notice the difference, but now this is just the room light up there, which, yeah, so lighting I found is one of the huge things for me. So for the most part, with ASMR, I think a good microphone is what you need. I'm guilty of, as for convenience, because I want it to be as easy as possible to put less hurdles in front of myself between shooting a video and uploading it, so that it's just the easiest, smoothest process, so that I'm more likely to make more videos, and the less hurdles, just the easier it is, and the more likely I'll be to do it more often. and the more often the better. Although with ASMR, you need a microphone, and that's a whole nother step. And with the lighting, I got a microphone, and I don't always use it, just to avoid that extra step with some videos. But definitely I can notice a difference when I do use it. It's just, it goes as far as if you add that extra step, is it going to keep me not just to do it one time, but 10 times now I have this extra step. So my whole idea is to cut out as much as possible to keep the flow going. The other thing I've noticed in observing other YouTube channels is, I read a book on habits, and it's daily videos or consistent videos. I think a video every day is a little bit much, but 3 times a week seems to be a sweet spot of bringing people in to watch and subscribe, and just, you're in front of people more, so it encourages that, and it encourages them to be used to you, and then when you interact back and forth, it just helps to build a rapport. And I think last summer was when I did this the best. I was loaded with vitamin D, and I was just I was actually slammed at my job, but the being slammed and the overwork somehow, along with, I think summertime really helps. You're just more motivated in the summer, I've always found. But it helped to just, after work, I would carry that motivation, and then so I was just making them every day. And I can actually look at the statistics and compare when I do once or twice a week compared to when I was firing them off, and there's definitely a huge difference in subscribers and watch time and interaction and just the general rapport with everyone, because we were seeing each other every day as compared to once a week. So it was kind of like with the community, just a lot better. One of the things I struggled with was monetization, and that was because monetization and ASMR really don't mix, or at least they didn't. I think it's becoming more used to it. I think everyone does it, where the idea is, if you're going to do this work, if you're going to do this effort, you might as well make money for it. And you're doing the work, you should be paid for your work. And that's also helps you to justify getting lights and things like that, because if money's coming in, now you can send money out and you can improve your videos. And that's been great. But the one thing I've noticed, because I hesitated, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want this loud stuff before a soft-spoken, quiet video to help someone rest. And I monetized a couple select videos that were older. I kind of did that, alright, if a video's over a month old or so, I'll monetize it. And what I noticed was those videos were starting to get more views, and that's because YouTube makes money off monetization as well. And it's been my own personal experience that they favor videos with monetization, and knowing that, I wish I would have monetized a lot sooner, simply because you get YouTube on your side and they help lift you because they're making money, as opposed to a video where they're not. And so that really, I actually noticed everything picked up from monetization, where I was honestly kicking myself because I was like, how long did I go without it? And meanwhile, YouTube's boosting everyone that has it, and I'm over here trying to hold out and not do it. And then it's just, the difference was crazy. It was hard to not see. So if you have a channel, you should definitely monetize, because it boosts your channel. YouTube's getting paid, so they're gonna help lift you up. I've also noticed videos that were monetized that got demonetized. They stopped. Like, you can tell, like, demonetized, and the views just, they're going and just plateau or just trickle in. It's kind of crazy. I think when I started the channel, I'm really bad at this, because the thing that made me hesitate to start a channel the most, because I watched ASMR for years before I started a channel, it's kind of, ASMR can be weird. I actually showed my mom the Deadpool movie. I was doing taxes, and I was showing her how much money I've made off YouTube, which isn't much, but it's still kind of cool that it's something, like, it's a meal. Like, I can go out for the night and get dinner on YouTube. That's cool. I was showing my mom, and then so she wanted to see a video, and it was a Deadpool video, and she was like laughing but weirded out at the same time, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Which is everything I ever feared in someone I know watching my video, except that it's not. And which is funny is, when I started a channel, part of Whispersoft was I kept it separate for me, and I made it Whispersoft, so if you're looking up my name, you don't come across this, or you're looking up this, you don't come across me. But immediately I was over that. Like, I started it, and then everyone I wouldn't want to see it, I was like, hey, check out this channel anyway, because I can't keep anything to myself. So that was just redundant, but it didn't matter anyway, because why would it? I mean, you gotta be you. You can't worry about what people think. And most of the time, everyone's gonna be positive. I mean, even as my mom was bashing me, she was saying how cool it is. She's like, that I made money. And she's basically like, yeah, keep doing it. It was the end of her thing, her speech. Not really speech, but her watching it. And now I just show everyone. That's why I do three dudes in one couch. I just bring my friends in, and I bring everyone in. Because it's not that bad, and 99.9% of the time everyone's positive, and it's not your worst fear that they're gonna take it a bad way. The other thing is, don't be afraid to experiment, and that goes along the lines of with monetization. That was an experiment, but I used to set this channel as strictly ASMR, but as I've gone on, I kind of just interacting with you guys and stuff. If I make another video and I want to show you that has nothing to do with ASMR, I'm not afraid to. And usually, if people don't want to watch it, they just won't watch it. And people who do, who like just hanging out with me, usually have an overwhelmingly good response. I was afraid I would just be bashed and they would hate it. And yeah, sometimes, like when I do an episode of 3 Dudes in One Couch, which is another one of these non-ASMR, which was an experience, but a lot of people look for it now, and it's kind of becoming part of the channel. But whenever I do an episode, I always notice that my subscriber count goes down, but it usually bounces back fairly fast, and if anything, rises faster than it did. And that's just part of experimenting. You can't be afraid of that. I mean, sometimes you're going to do things that people don't like, but hopefully something better comes out of it and you'll benefit from it. And yeah, if I had to, in a rush, we're in an elevator on the bottom floor, hit the button, you're going to the 7th floor, and I had to just, I'm never going to see you again, I have to tell you everything I could, I would sum it up and just say, don't be afraid to try things, monetize, make as many videos as many times as you can, at least 3 times a week. I mean, that is the magic number. If you do 4, great. You do 5, awesome. But shoot for 3, don't burn yourself out. And that's that. Upgrade as you go. Listen to the people. Everyone's got great ideas, and they'll tell you in the comments. Try it. Interact. Make new friends. See what everyone's got. And yeah. The 3 videos is huge though, and that's where I fail the most. I'm trying to rectify that. But yeah, alright. 3 years. 3 years. What in the hell have I been doing with myself? You know what else I've noticed, and I haven't done, another spot I've been slacking, is when you make lists on your homepage for your channel of like, here's my role plays, here's my Reiki videos, here's 3 dudes, 1 couch, I really just know that that would benefit, to have people be able to find that. And that would help older videos, because people could find old videos that they would never search way down into your channel to find. I mean, just thinking about it, you can't go wrong. I need to do that. Well, here's to another 3 years, I guess. I got no outro. That's it. Peace.